Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another video hop for Kendra's Card Challenge number 19. I am Sean with Manly Made Minute, and I am so happy that you are here for this card hop because today's video for me is really good. Do you ever get a stamp set where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna really like this, it's so cute, I love it, and then all of a sudden you're working with it and you're like, this is now my new favorite? That's what happened to me. I got the Pink and Main little set in the mail. I opened it on the way up to my apartment. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this set. And oh my gosh, look at this and this and this. I got this. And then I started working with it, and it's my new favorite. Seriously, my new favorite. So I am super excited to show you this. And before we get started, don't forget, Kendra just had a card hop for the July winners, and then there was a hop afterwards, and we had Crafty by Elle, we had Lynn, and other design team members on it. So go check out Cards by Kendra's YouTube channel and check the live stream that had the July winners. So congratulations to our July winners. July was such a fun month for me to start on the team and do some new stuff. So it's been really, really fun. And then just make sure you give them the thumbs up and the likes because they did a really nice job on their stuff. So before we go down and get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you are not a subscriber to my channel. Would love to have you follow along. I am on the design team member for video for Kendra's Card Challenge, so you will see those videos here on my YouTube channel, and would love to have you follow along. I'm also Manly Made Minute on Instagram up there in the corner, and you can find me for other card hops and all kinds of stuff that I do for other design teams as well over on my Instagram as well. All right, let's just go down to the down camera and get started. I want to go over the card hop, go over Pink and Main, and go over the challenge, and then I'm just going to show you. I've got everything pre-ready to go. I did a bonus card for you. We're not going to make it. It's pre-made, but I was having so much fun with this. I'm like, I got to do another card and another sketch in this card with this stuff. So bonus card for you here at the end. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what we have. So if you are not a member of Kendra's Card Challenge, please go over to her Patreon site and get signed up. You will get the free download, which is on the screen here for Kendra's Card Challenge number 19. We have 15 cards this quarter, really great layouts. If you haven't done this, especially if you're new at card making or not even new at card making and you need ideas, these layouts are really fun to get ideas from, to get inspiration from. If you're not doing it for the challenge, you can take this sketch and then make it your own, right? And that's what I've loved about Kendra's Card Challenge, is that you can take these templates and really get ideas from them and spark some energy and spark some creativity. So these are the cards for this month. So make sure you go over it. All the info is below. You will have 10 days to get entered in for this card hop for the Pink and Main giveaway. There's also an intro video and a link to the Patreon membership site. All that info is going to be below in the comments for you, so be sure to sign up and give some love to our sponsors. We have some great sponsors. Pink and Main is our super sponsor for this week's card hop. So speaking of Pink and Main, let's just take a look here at Pink and Main. Our hop for this week is, if you would fill out the form, there's a link in the information below, and you're going to say where you saw this video. You're going to put Manly Made Minute. You're going to get entered in, and you're going to get entered in to win a prize pack or a $25 gift certificate from Pink and Main for being one of our super sponsors for this month. All right? Let's take a look at my stuff, and then I'll show you the sketch that we're going to do. For my cards, both my cards, I've used Brutus Monroe Designer Series paper, which has just been amazing. This is their fall release. So on my main card that we're going to put together, I used a combination of the Flannel Season. Look at the papers in here, absolutely gorgeous. Then I've used Norma's Knittings. Absolutely cool. Story behind this is I think this was his aunt's Afghans or something that he has made into paper. So really, really cool paper here. Then in my bonus card that I've already put together, I used the Sweet Friend paper collection, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my all-time favorite paper I've ever used to date because it's so incredibly gorgeous. So it went very well. These three went extremely well with this kind of fall themed pink and mane set that I was given to feature for you today. Speaking of this, here is the goodies I got, and you guys, I got so many cool things, and I had to try. I did a bonus card because I had to try the last little thing I couldn't squeeze out in this card, and I'm like, I gotta try it. So I got this full-size stencil. It is called the Autumn Leaves stencil. This coordinates with the stamps. So the stamps is called, I'm assuming Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves stamp. This coordinates, so if you want to just mask over, it matches all of these stamps, and that's what I've done with some of the cutouts. You will see as I've stenciled them, I've stamped them, then stenciled them, and I just used sticky notes and masked off each little piece that I wanted to ink blend it, and then I did the background with this stamp set. One of my favorites. I love the shape of leaves, I love the shape of the stamps. Hello fall, hello there, congratulations, autumn greetings, and happy anniversary are your sentiments on this. So then it does come with a die set, matching die set for your sentiments, and then every piece that is in here you have a die set for. Pardon me. If you haven't used pink and mane dies, their dies are really amazing, you guys. Nice quality to them. They tuck up nice around the outline of the stamp and match up really, really nice. One of the better matching die sets I feel out there is pink and mane, and they just match up so nicely. Then I got kind of this little bonus, I consider it a bonus, with this pack. These are the Autumn Leaves adhesive transfer stickies. There's 3 sheets, and I'll just do this so you can see the one sheet here. They're all the same, and it's all matching to your stamp set, plus then you get this wreath. But everything else then matches to your stamp set as well. These, it's on a acetate with a little backing on it. You cut these apart, and then when you peel that backing off, it's sticky. And I'll show you when we get to the card what I did. It is so easy, and if you haven't tried foiling or don't even have a foiling machine, you don't need a foiling machine for this, but you can foil them, emboss them, put glitter on them, whatever you want on that sticky part when you peel this off, and it is really cool. I was extremely impressed with these when I did these, and I foiled these without heat. I just ran them through my die cutting machine. So, and you'll see the results here in a second. All right, for our hop, I'm going to do sketch number 14. And then I have modified that sentiment and that object part there right in the very bottom, just slightly to tweak it to make it my own, to match the stamp set and everything that I had here. Okay, so as you can see, here's what I did. I used primarily scraps for this whole card because it just worked out perfectly for everything I was doing. I had a perfectly scratched piece of craft paper. It wasn't the color I wanted, and I didn't have the color I wanted, so I just took it ink blended really nice and dark, some distress ink around the edges just to match. Then I took my white cardstock, which is that white background on there. So the gray is this background, the white is this background, and then I just took a kind of a burgundy red, an orange, a yellow, and a brown, and just started ink blending randomly around, and kind of did some shading and different, things around the edges as I did this through the stamp set. Then I wanted this to pop off of that brown card, so I just took that same orange and I just lightly tinted around the edges, just to give a difference between those two pieces. All right, so all we have to do is now just glue this piece down, and then we will assemble. And if you go back and watch the July hop for the winner's hop that was just posted, you will see Kendra's first, then Crafty Al is second in that hop. She does this same exact sketch, and she uses some ephemera, and I think she had a little lady cop and different things, and laid this bottom out just slightly different as well. But I loved this layout, and then after I had picked it, I went back and I'm like, oh, Crafty Al is doing that one too, and so it's kind of cool to see her take on what she did as well. And I'm going to take a little hint from Crafty Al. I want to use these sides, so I'm going to flip this over, and then I wanted this more orangey burgundy side, so I'm going to flip this over. And she took and laid these together first and tapes them on the back, because this way you don't have to try and match from side to side the measurement. You got all one big piece that you can center, and it makes it so easy. I have seen this before, I've never done it, and then I was like, well, she did it on this one, I'm doing it on this one, and I'm going to copy her. So it just makes it so much easier. And I'm just using washi tape. It's nice and thin, it's not too bulky on the back. And then you're just going to take these two pieces, and I might be off, I think it's okay. These two pieces, and then you're just centering this up on the top. And that's all you're doing, okay? So we're going to add some glue here. And as you can see in that sketch, you've got the two outer pieces are the same, and then you've got 1, 2, 3 of the same size of the different pieces. Now, if you've not done these challenges before, you can do all the 6x6 templates that will come with your printable for the sketches and cut them at 2 specs, and then you'll get these pieces, right? Or you can make each card individually if you want, as I did here, and I just made sure I was using the same here and then 3 different ones on here, so you can separate them out. You don't have to do it the way it is there, but, and I'm trying to remember, I think I had this one here and then this one here, and this goes all the way across your card front. So if you're going to do them individual, you just need to be able to tell what sketch is what. Okay, so you can modify just slightly, you can reposition things just slightly, as you'll see when I do mine, especially the next one as well. But you just need to tell what sketch it is. So you can do it either way. Individual cards and do all different ones you want and just pick the paper you want, or you can do it to the specs that's in that drop down and do all those 6x6s and cut them up, and then from there assemble the pieces because they're all labeled on what goes where. I just got to turn this to make sure I have a nice even bottom there at the bottom. I just love this paper. Goes so well with this fall kind of leaf set and everything. I love it. All right, so this is your layout. Now you need your sentiment and your object. Here's what I have done. I have taken my object and moved it up underneath my sentiment. Okay, so my object is going to be a little bouquet of all of these leaves. So I did the stamps and I stamped them. Then I took and masked off each of these from the stencil and then ink blended them and die cut them out. Then I just took the die cut of my matching paper and die cut out some leaves so I could have a little bit fuller kind of bouquet kind of thing here. So, and I know I'm going to take and use these two. I had cut 2 different options. I didn't know if I wanted to do craft or if I wanted to do a paper and then craft over the top, and that's the decision I ended up with. So my sentiment pops out. So let's just glue that together. So this little piece gets combined with my little die cut for my sentiment piece here. And so this essentially is my sentiment. My object is going to be this little bouquet of things. My sentiment, I did the autumn greetings. Okay. I did not have the paper color I wanted, so I took a piece of white. I ink blended it right from the pad with an orange. Then I stamped it with the autumn greetings sentiment that comes with this set. And I embossed it with the Gilded Sparkle Embossing Powder from Brutus Monroe. And I know I want this way, and my greeting is just going to kind of go across, like so. Okay, that's my little greeting. Now, I want to lay out a little bouquet here. So I think I'm going to start with my 2 leaves this way to get this coming out from the sides. Okay. So I get kind of I'm kind of creating a swag, right? Now I know this is going to go like so. And then I just want to start throwing my leaves around. And I'm just kind of going every other big, every other small. and then I'll fill in from there. Okay, so now I'm just going to add to this swag, like a swag bag. That's what I got with this set, you guys. I got a swag bag. I got the best swag bag of goodies with this one. Head on over to Pink and Main and check out these sets. I'm not kidding, you will not be disappointed. Such a great fall set. I love the fact that this stencil, and I'm telling you the truth when I say this. When I was putting this together, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, this stencil is the same as my leaves. And I held it up over the stamp set, and I'm like, this matches. Like, this just all matches. So I was crazy impressed. All right, now I'm just gonna take and start throwing these die cut ones from my papers in the gaps. Like so. And I just, this idea was sparked by last minute as I was trying to assemble this and realized I didn't have enough. And I was like, I don't feel like stamping more, but the die cuts and the paper would look cool. So that's just kind of where this idea of die cutting out more of the leaves from the papers. Alright, I think we're just going to throw the last one right up in here and take a look at what I got here. And then this is just going to lay over that. I have one leaf left, and I actually might throw this one like right. I feel like I need something. Maybe not. That's pretty even actually. I'm an oddball out. We're gonna leave my oddball out. All right. This object now becomes this right there. Oops. Tack that one down just a little bit better. Okay. And just throw some glue down in my center here. Like so. All right. Now, anybody that knows me, if you've watched any of my YouTube videos, I love my dimension. I've got to have some sort of dimension on almost every card. It's just how my brain functions and how I like stuff. So I'm going to throw this up on dimensions. Dimensionals. So thank you to each and every one of you hanging out with me today, checking out this Pink and Main beautiful set. Don't forget to hit that link with the form in the description below and get entered in for the Pink and Main giveaway. Don't forget to go to Kendra's Patreon site. Get yourself signed up. At least do 1 quarter. I encourage you to do at least do 1 quarter and do it every month. When you sign up, you can either do this once per quarter, or you can do all these sketches once per month of that quarter. I encourage you to do it every single month of that quarter to give it a shot and give it a fair chance. You're going to love it. Now I'm centering this kind of with my centerpiece here. Like so. All right. That is sketch number 14 using my Pink and Main products. I love this card. This is just like a warm blanket just to wrap me up in a nice warm blanket. So this is sketch number 14. Again, I used the Pink and Main die set of Autumn Leaves, the Autumn Leaves stamp set, and the Autumn Leaves stencil. All of these match each other. So great set, great value because they all work together or all work independently. Even the die set, you can see I used the die sets independently just to cut out leaves of the pattern paper and didn't even stamp it, okay? All right, now bonus card with these stickies. Here's my bonus card, and I used, for this one, I used sketch number 11. I put up there in the corner for you, and this is where I used the Sweet Friend paper and these stickies. So I'll show you the card and I'll just explain to you really quick how I did it. So here's my card using my Pink and Main stickies, stencil, stamps and die cuts. So I took the little acorn with 3 little leaves and stuck that in the corner where my sentiment was supposed to be, but I moved my sentiment up into here. So you can kind of see I got hello there as my sentiment. So I still did all my elements, I just shifted things slightly, right? All right, you got 1.5 by 1.5 squares. Here's what you do. This stuff is the coolest stuff ever. You are gonna take, and you can kind of see I've already cut this one up, right? So cut out what you want. There's 2 layers to this. Okay, there's a really thin acetate layer, and then this other thick acetate layer has the print on it. The print is sticky on this side. So what you do, I'm just going to grab a piece of paper here, and I'm just going to show you with one of the used ones. Okay, so here's one of my used ones that I've already used. I peeled it off, I stick this down, and it'll stick. And the directions say to run this through a die cut machine so you get nice even pressure. I did that once, worked okay. I also just took my fingernail or a popsicle stick. Don't do it hard. You don't need to do this hard. I'm just rubbing over all of that design to get the stick to stick. Then you peel that off, and you won't really see it. It's hard to see. If you go like this in the light, you'll be able to see the outline of the sticky. Then I just took, and I used one of my used ones, a square piece of my foil. I don't know the name of this. I believe it's either Thermal Web or Brutus Monroe, but I couldn't tell you. It's coppery colored, orangey coppery colored. You lay that over the sticky part, kind of just tap it down with your finger and it'll stick. Then I took and ran this through my die cutting machine for pressure, and I tightened it just a little bit, not much. You take it out and you peel it off, and it is foiled. And I did that with the acorn, my maple leaf, my 2 leaves, and then the hello there sentiment on this card. Is that cool or what? This is a new favorite product. I have a foil machine, it's brand new, but I love this. It turned out so cool. So here's my 2 cards. You have sketch number 11, and then we'll go back to this one. We have sketch number 14 over here on the side. There you have it, you guys. Here's my 2 sketches. And I thank you all so very much for hanging with me. Hopefully this inspires you. I hope this inspires you to check all those links down below in my comments. Hit the Patreon site, get signed up to do your first round of Kendra's Card Challenge if you haven't done it before. If you have done them, welcome back, and we're so happy you keep doing it. Look at the paid membership because you get so many benefits with that paid membership, with free printables, free downloads. You get a mystery pack every month, and I've done the mystery pack hop. She gives you some really cool stuff in those mystery packs with a lot of stuff. I've made probably 5 to 8 cards if you stretch it out of each mystery pack, so you get some stuff, you guys. And then make sure to hit like and follow on me, and like and follow on all my design team members in Kendra's Card Challenge as you hop through today's hop. Head on over and check out what they have for you. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and until next time, I'll see you then.